Hello guys, welcome back to a new tutorial on my YouTube channel. My name is Adiola. Today's video I'll be showing you how to make a 3D applique. So I'm going to be attaching it to my structure sleeve. So I have a separate video for the structure sleeve. So guys, before I continue, please subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell so when I drop new videos you'll be notified. So the first thing, we're going to need our organza. So I'm going to be working with a fuchsia pink organza. Then you're going to need your copper wire, which is very important. You need a copper wire of 0.5 mm. Okay, it took me a while to get this because it's the festive season. Then you're going to need your rhinestone. So this depends on how you're going to be needing it. I'm going to be attaching this to one sleeve, so you might need to attach this to two structure sleeve or more. And it comes in various sizes, so this is a small size. Then we are going to be working with our glue. So I have my E600 glue from AliExpress here, so you could go to a store and select a good one. Then I'm going to be working with my aiming gum, so I'm going to also need my needle. Okay, so I'll be attaching it to my 3D, to my structure sleeve, so we can work with this kind of needle, which is all right. Then afterwards we are going to be needing our detachable rhinestone, so you need to work with this. So we're going to create something like this, so I'm going to show you how to make that. So I also need a protective cloth to cover up my organza, okay, to protect it. So I'm going to place this on my iron with my aiming gum. So you can get this from AliExpress. It comes in various sizes, so instead you can use a garment to cover up your organza. So open up your organza. So it depends on how much 3D you need. All right, so fold it into two. Then you pick your aiming gum, you place it in between the organza. Then you cut out the amount you need. Make sure they are very close to each other. Then use your iron to press it smooth. So you make sure you use a garment or a protective cloth to protect your organza from all temperature. So you place it on your organza. So it's just to protect the organza because you know it's a bit fragile. So place it on it directly. So you can see how it is. Then you cut out what you need. You can see it's a bit different now. Then next I'll use a marker to cut out my applique. So I have one here. So it depends on what size you want and how you want the shape. So you can see three different sizes. So initially I cut this out. I noticed it's too small, so I decided to work with this. So you can see it's a bit different. Then I want this pointy effect at the top part of my 3D. There are different ways to do that, so try different method. You can get something small and round to work with. So if you want something round, you can work with that, but I want this sleevey effect, so I'll get a paper and try different shape first till I get my desired result. So I want the first shape, then I'll draw that again so we can see. Then next I'll cut it out. Now place it on my organza and cut it out. So it's similar to the one I showed. So you can fold it in multiple places or two. Then I'll go ahead, I'll use my pin to hold it in place. Then I'll cut it out. So you can see how structured this is. The next, I'm going to apply my glue and my rhinestone through my 3D, okay? So you apply it to the edges of your 3D. Then if you want, you can do it all round before you attach your rhinestone. So this requires a lot of patience. So you take your glue at the edges, you apply it at the edges. Then once you're through with that, you pick your rhinestone and attach it. Then apply more glue to the down parts up to the other side. Then arrange it properly. Then use your hand to fix it properly. Once I'm sure my rhinestone has covered every part, then I'll go ahead to cut off the rhinestone, the part I don't need. Then again, you can pick your tweezer. You can use it to arrange it properly, make it sit well. So this is the result. So this part is done. Then I'll let it dry properly. Then I'll cut another one. I'll repeat the same process. I'll use my pen to hold it down. So you can put this on a flat surface or a table to do this, all right? So take your glue and apply it on your organza. So allow the glue dry a bit, then you apply your rhinestone at the top of your 3D. This can be very messy. So what you do is you take your time to achieve a neat work of art, all right? Then start putting your rhinestone at the tip. Gradually glide with your hand. Then next apply more glue to the down part up to the other side of your 3D. Curve the down part following the pattern. So once you're sure your rhinestone has covered all parts, then you can cut it off. So you can use your hand to guide it in place or your tweezer to ensure the stones are sitting in properly. Then I'm going to give it time to dry properly. So watch out for all those edges here. So after doing a couple more of my 3D, so you can see this beautiful work of art. So create as many as possible. So you can put this in a separate garment to allow it dry properly, alright? Then move it to the copper wire segment. Make sure it's a 0.5 mm. So you can see a picture of a 3D which will be manipulated to suit the shape that we want, that I actually want. So for the other 3D, I'm going to use a smaller one because it's smaller, rounder, than it stands alone, and it fits perfectly for this. So you can see that on the screen. So the first one is the 3D are arranged at the bust area in this formation, all right? But remember, in the picture there are some that are standing or being fixed separately and they're alone. So for me to do this, I'll be going with the smaller one. So I'm going to manipulate it. You know, it's plastic, so it can be altered. Then now I'm going to cut it out. Next, take your copper wire. So you open up your organza into two to insert your copper wire. So you can fold your wire in two, or you use one part. Then open it up to fix it. So this makes it possible for you to bend it to adjust it. So apply your wire in a straight position. Then you fix your glue at the side and the middle part of your organza. Okay, so you do that. Then you allow it dry properly. So in the picture you see exactly what was done and altered. So this is another design you can make. So this is what we're going to work on and see how to create this. So I'll need my tape rule measurements and take my copper wire, measure 4 inches. Then I'll cut as many of these. Then this is where the detachable rhinestone comes in. So it comes in different sizes. So this is the smallest size. Okay, then I have another size of this. So work with what you want. All right, so you can see how different this is. Okay, you can see how different it is. Next, I'll pick one of my rhinestone, insert into this hole, then I'll divide it into two, then I'll twist it to make it stay properly. Make sure the rhinestone is well seated. So this will be attached with your needle and your sewing thread. So I'm going to do this one more time for us to see. Then remember, this is according to how long you want it. So mine is 4 inches long. Again, I pick my copper wire, measure my 4 inches, then I'll cut it out. Pick your rhinestone, fix it in the hole, fold into two, then twist it properly to ensure it stays. So this is how many of it I have already. So once you have this together, then you can go ahead and twist it and make it one. So that will represent one. So you can hang this on your structure sleeve. So I'm going to show you how to do this on your sleeve. So going back to my 3D, so this is totally dry, so you can bend it, you can reshape it. Then I'll go ahead and apply my rhinestone. So this particular 3D is independent, okay? So right now, the next section we're going to do is fixing our 3D structure on the sleeve. So you can see this is totally different from the first one. I'm going to cut this out one more time for us to see. So open the middle of your organza. So you can use your pin to guide it open. Then apply your glue all around it. Then take your copper wire, fix it in the middle and glue it together. So go ahead and create as many of these and allow it dry. So this is my 3D of various types. So now I'm going to move to fixing it on the sleeve. Use this particular needle to tack it. So you use this tiny one, then this type of thread. So this is a bit soft, so you can get a thicker one. But before tacking it, you can apply your glue first before doing that. I feel this part is equally as important as making your 3D. So you make use of your glue if you can work with it. Just make sure your work is neat. Then use your needle and your thread from inside out. But before then, for your structure sleeve, you can decide to put it above here or fix it somewhere here. So I decided to fix my client sleeve here. So I had my client seat to tack this so you can tack it from the inside out. Then I folded the excess into and tack. So I use my 3D to cover that part. Also, I stitch the back. Remember, I extended it to the back of my blouse. Then you allow your client seats, though this might take time, so you can get the perfect finish. Okay, so you can fix this somewhere here, this particular one. Make sure you fold your copper wire at the down part before tacking it down so it won't poke you. So yeah, this looks classic. Then for the bendable one, I think it was attached around here, so it stands on its own. Then afterwards, you can fix in more 3D, so just be creative about it. Then also remember to extend it to the back. So that's all for today. I hope that was helpful, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe to my channel, like my video. So until I see you in my next video, bye guys.